everyone and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, hi, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. In today's video I have a kind of like mismatch kind of style video. We've got a makeup tutorial mainly for this eye look, this kind of like super sultry, smoky yet glittery, intense smoky eye situation. And then for the face I'm testing out a bunch of Revolution face products. We've got the In Real Life Filter Foundation. Really excited to tell you about this foundation just because I really needed to feel like my absolute bombshell self again. I was having a bit of a stalk through my own Instagram, I don't know if anyone else does that, just to kind of see like my progress and like within myself as well as like the kind of photos I post and things like that. And I feel like I've not necessarily gone downhill, but I need to go back up again, if you know what I'm saying. And I thought I'm gonna like really treat myself. I'm gonna curl my hair how I love my hair to be curled, just big and curly. I'm gonna do a big dramatic eye, full coverage face, and I'm here for it. I'm feeling really good right now. I'm feeling super creative. So if you would like to carry on watching and see how I created this look, my thoughts on makeup, and just stay with me for the ride, I guess, then please carry on watching. Before you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It means the absolute world. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video, and go ahead and follow me on my social media pages. I'm Siobhan Makeup Biz on everything. And without further ado, let's just continue. Yay, I'm filming again. I'm just gonna jump straight into it before I procrastinate any longer. So for brows, I'm taking the Pink Honey Super Hold Honey Glue. I haven't used this in a really long time on camera anyway, I feel like, but recently I just felt like dipping it out of my makeup collection, giving it a go. I feel like it's starting to like not expire, but just not be as fresh as it was before, but it still works amazingly because I used it the other weekend. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this on my brows. I'm just taking this little spray from Be Bare Cosmetics, I think it is, and it's just a growth activation spray. I think it's just like water with a bit of oil in it, to be honest, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this on my spoolie just while I've got it. I could just use water, but I'm gonna use this just for extra fanciness. And then I'm going to go ahead and go straight into that pink honey and like kind of make a bit of a paste on the spoolie. And once I've got a good amount loaded up there, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I don't have a hand mirror. I'm going to start by brushing up brows. I've done these pin curls, but just before filming I tried to do like a cool transition and like yanked out one of the pin curls. I'm so clumsy. So now I've got this like really annoying loose bit, so that's gonna be fun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start brushing up the brows, just making sure they've got a really good amount of product through them, like this. Do you know, I have tried to wear my brows the non-soap brow way, and I just feel so much more confident with a big bushy brow. I've had comments on videos before where a brand has like reposted some of my content, and I get like troll comments about my eyebrows. They'll either go one way or the other. People either love them or they hate my eyebrows, and that is fine, but I love my brows. Just do whatever makes you feel good. So basically, as you can see the difference already, I just like to go ahead and brush them up and like kind of like into place. Rather than going straight up, I tend to take this section here right by the arch more curved around. When I first started doing soap brows in lockdown, I would always take them straight up and it did look a bit wolfy to start off with. But I've kind of got into my own style now. And then I'll just take my ring finger and just kind of like flatten that down. That is my kind of finished brow, and it doesn't really take too long. To be honest, I don't really tend to even fill my brows in. I haven't done in a really long time. I just prefer like the way they look like this. I've got quite a lot of eyebrow hair, so I don't really feel like I necessarily need to. I could put a little bit here maybe, but we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow. Also, the thing about the pink honey is it smells amazing. I don't think it actually has honey in it, but I will check and leave it down below if it does or not. I can't remember. I actually bought that in lockdown, so please forgive me if it does. I'm gonna start on this other eyebrow. I'm just scooping the hair up and around. They are not going anywhere at all. And now, because when you use one of these kind of soapy products, you tend to get like soap residue around the skin, and that's what makes the makeup look cakey later on. So it's just always a good idea to take a cotton pad on some micellar water. You could use a white, but I don't know, these are made of paper, so whatever you would like. And then just basically just go and wipe underneath the brow, like where you'd put your eyeshadow, so you've got a nice smooth base to apply makeup on top of in that area. And then just anywhere that you know that that soap has gone. Obviously if you're wearing like SPF, you can go ahead and top up after this, but it just prevents that cakiness around the brows. Now I am going to go back to my roots, back to the old school, and go in with some sellotape. I just prefer my makeup every time I do this, and this tutorial is, I know I say it in every single video and I'm trying not to ramble too much, but I'm just trying to feel myself the most and get back into that creative flow. And I think the way for me to do that is to not kind of force things that don't feel like myself, if you know what I mean. So like old school makeup, super glam, super full coverage, that's what's going to get my creative juices flowing. So I'm going to take some sellotape. You can use micropore if you've got like super sensitive skin, and for me personally I find this is fine. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop this, going from the outer lash line right up until the tail of the brow. Kind of feel that it feels like nice and tight. I probably shouldn't have gone on the back of my hand with it, but it's fine because you can clean it up after. But I just feel like when you put sellotape, you've already got it like sorted, you know. Okay, so we've got our old school sellotape on, ready to create that nice sharp outer edge with like no effort at all. Next we're going to go in with the P. Louise base and a synthetic brush. This is in shade number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and just tap this into the lid and carve out that brow. Just gonna squeeze a little bit like that onto my eye, and then use the brush to move it around. Just tapping that base in to make sure it's really nice and even, and just so it sets kind of evenly as well. That right in that inner corner where I get a little bit blue. Now onto the eyes. I feel like I've used this palette so much on my channel, but I do absolutely love this palette. This is the 35U, I think it is, yeah, Gilded Desert palette from Morphe. It's very well loved. I've been using this a lot. I'm going to take this Sun Seeker shade right here, which is this really nice kind of chocolatey brown colour at the top left of the palette, and I'm going to take that on a Morphe M456 brush. I'm just going to use this as my first crease shade. So I'm just going to start by kind of pressing this into the outer corner, into that outer corner, just to create a really nice kind of smoky depth to the outer corner of the eye. And then I'm going to start building that through the crease, just by kind of like pushing into that socket and giving it a little wiggle. Don't want to go back and forth right now because that base is still tacky and it's going to create patchiness. And now we've got a good amount of that product on. I'm just going to slowly go back and forth just so it's nice and smooth. I'm now going to go in with this much lighter brown right here, which is called In the Dust. Yeah, it's like a, say, a good few shades lighter. And I'm going to use this to blend out that colour. And I'm just taking this on a PC22 brush from Peaches and Cream. So I'm just tapping off the excess, and because that base on top of the dark chocolatey brown is still wet, I'm just going to be a little bit careful and just start kind of like pushing and giving a little wiggle where it overlaps onto the area that doesn't have shadow and the area that does have shadow. And then once I've got a good amount of product on there in between the two, I'm going to go back with that dark Sun Seeker shade and just kind of add that back in, and I can start to be a little bit more rough with this because I've got the other shadows for it to blend into. Just almost giving like a little wiggle motion as I go through the socket to blend it into that lighter brown. Create a really nice like smoky chocolatey brown eye. Then I'm going to go back in with that lighter brown shade again, really softly, just dragging very high up my kind of upper eyelid area now. I'm now going to go in with this shade called Perfect Mirage, which is like this pretty champagne-y shimmer colour. I'm going to pop that onto the brow bone. I like a shimmery brow bone. I'm a bit old school, to be honest, I've noticed with my makeup methods, but I'm going to go ahead and pop this onto the brow bone using this brush from Morphe. It's like a sort of small shader brush. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this right onto that brow bone, focusing most of it in the arch, but to be honest I'm going to go kind of all around, and what this will do is just help lighten up that area, and then we can go back in with the lighter brown to blend into this. And then I'm going to go back to that light brown just to blend it out. Not got anything extra on the brush, I'm just going to just softly kind of feather in between the two, and you'll see it start to diffuse. Yeah, that looks so much nicer. Happy with that smoky blend. I'm now going to go in with this liquid eyeshadow from Beauty Bay. This is in the shade Rutile. It's like this beautiful shimmery bronze colour, and I'm just going to go straight in with the applicator that it comes with, and I'm just going to pop this directly onto that lid. And the best thing about this is the applicator makes it really easy to apply. It's very generous as well with the amount it kind of gives you. Right across the lid, basically just makes a cut crease effect, just making sure I'm happy with the shape. To be honest, I probably could leave it like that if I was patient enough to let it dry, but this is the whole purpose of me filming this video. I got sent some really lovely glitters from this brand called Pops Lips Cosmetics, and I got 4 shades of them. I've run out of room in like my little, I'm closing my eyes so it dries, in my little like pan thing that you put pressed eyeshadows and glitters in, so I'm just going to keep them in the packets. But I got this beautiful bronze shade, which I have already worn, I just didn't have time or like the energy to film, so that's what I'm using today. I'm just recreating that look. Then I've got this really beautiful silver shade, and then this kind of like black with navy blue glitter in, absolutely stunning, and then a sort of Barbie pink glitter. Absolutely love, and I love pressed glitters. They're so easy to wear, but I would definitely recommend checking them out. I'll leave links and everything like that down below. This video is not an ad or anything, they just kindly sent them to me to use in a makeup look, and I'm finally getting around to it, so thank you to Pops Lips Cosmetics for that, and thank you for your patience for putting this in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and use this bronze shade right here. Now, I have very long nails, so going in on my finger isn't really manageable. I prefer to use a brush anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up and just be very careful. It's pressed glitter, so it's not going to fall out everywhere, but I don't want to drop it, so I'm going to keep it in the little cardboard like container like this, and then that's what it looks like. Try not to drop it. Whoop, see? Just going to pop that back into the little circle it comes in, and then the brush that I'm going to apply is just a synthetic brush. Like anything like this will be absolutely fine to do so. You could also, to be honest, just not even have anything underneath. Like I've got this liquid eyeshadow, but I just really want it to pop, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. But you could just literally just blend like a smoky eye through the crease and pop this on and you're good to go. But I'm just feeling extra today. God, it's not really an apartment, it's a converted house that my flat is in, and usually it's the quietest place ever. You don't hear any sound, and I swear to God my neighbours are having some big debate right now because I can actually hear like the echo of their voices. I never can do that, so that's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this lovely glitter on my eyeballs. Not my eyeballs, on my eyes. I've just realised this glitter is basically identical to the liquid shadow that I've got on underneath, which is obviously great in the terms of my makeup look, but I feel like I'm not showing the best of these glitters, so I do apologise. I think I will use some of the other shades in a later tutorial, just so you can see like the actual colour payoff, because they are stunning and it's not just down to that liquid shadow underneath, but it is very, very similar. I did not realise that before. Oh my god, it's so sparkly! Can we talk about it? So stunning and glittery. I'm obsessed. I know I say I'm obsessed, but it just means like, wow, look at this. So gorgeous. That is the sparkliest bronze like combination I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm just nipping back to the Morphe palette and that Sun Seeker shade, and I'm just going to kind of tap the outer edge of the glitter. I've purposely left that gap just to kind of diffuse it in a little bit. I'm not going back and forth because that's going to ruin it, but this is just going to bring back a little diffusion. I'm literally just kind of like attacking my eye like so. Now I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Lifeliner, just because this is really thick and like intense, and where the glitter is, if I use the usual felt liner, it's just going to like drag and not be very even. So I'm going to go ahead and take the liquid side, and because I've got that tape on, I know I'm going to get a really nice crisp line. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that kind of tape as a, like, you know, guide. I really like this liner because it kind of feels like a warmed up gel in a pot with a brush, as opposed to like a runny kind of liquid liner. I really like it anyway. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit and then go ahead and peel off the tape, which is one of my favorite bits of doing my makeup. I'm going to peel off the tape. Lovely. I'm now going to pop a liner in the waterline. This is Morphe's Trendsetter pencil. Oh, remember that sound? I'm getting excited now. I'm going to go ahead and just pop this in the waterline. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Then I'm going to pop on some mascara. This is the Huda Beauty mascara. This wasn't actually planned, it's just coincidence. I grabbed both of these out of my makeup collection. I'm taking the side of this, the volume side. I just want something on my lashes before I pop on the falsies. I'm just going to put on some lashes. These ones are from Eyelash Emporium. It says Act Natural Foam Ink. I don't know what the name of it is, but if I can find it out, I'll pop it on the screen or down below. But I'm going to go ahead and pop these on. They're not super dramatic, but I just feel like I need like a lash to kind of even out the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with lashes on, and this look is so smoky. I can't believe how different my eyes look. Like if you look at them side by side, the power of makeup is insane. I'm gonna go ahead and take a teeny little bit of the P. Louise base, like I'm talking like a smidge right on the tip of the brush, and I'm just going to run this under the lower lash line because I want a little bit of a smoky under eye as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and just dot this a little bit too much even, right, some back of my hand, and then just smudge this underneath the eye. Will of course be putting concealer and stuff on later, but I want a nice smoky eye, and I feel like a base is really important. And then just diffuse, and then diffuse that out slightly. Then going in with the Sun Seek. I don't know why that was so hard to pronounce. And then I'm just gonna kind of squint my eye and just kind of use that to set this base into place to start off with. And that is the eyes done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back with the other eye done, and I've smoked out that lower lash line. I feel like in the viewfinder my eyes look super like feline and like sultry. If you just heard that, my fridge is just turned on, so good timing. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the skin. I've already sort of applied some serum and moisturizer to my skin to give a nice base. I used the Revolution 2% hyaluronic acid serum and then the Revolution collagen boosting moisturizer. So pop that on, so I've got a really nice hydrated base. I'm not going to go in with primer just because I'm testing out a whole bunch of Revolution products in this video. This is a bit of a hybrid video going on here. We've got a smoky eyes tutorial plus testing out Revolution videos, so I've got a whole host of goodness for you. But I'm going to test out the In Real Life Filter Foundation. I'm a little bit late to the party with this, but I thought I would give it a go. I haven't tried a foundation in a hot minute, so here we go. I've got the shades F7 and F8. I picked these out myself, but I'm not very good at picking my shade. It just is what it is. But we'll make it work. I do have tan on, but it's like developing because I put it on this morning, so we will see which one I can kind of work with. It's oil-free, 16-hour wear, breathable, soft matte foundation. It sounds right up my street. I feel like it sounds like it's going to be full coverage. We'll give it a go. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop this on with a beauty blender and give you my thoughts. Okay, so we're going with about that much foundation. Okay, well, coverage is definitely full coverage, just from dabbing it on straight away. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and blend. Oh my god, the smell! It kind of smells like MAC foundation. Go ahead and blend that in. First initial impressions on this foundation, absolutely loving it so far. Coverage is amazing. It's giving me very much MAC Studio Fix vibes. I don't know if it's supposed to be a dupe for that, but that's what it's reminding me of. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, this is actually a really good shade. So yeah, F8 is the one that I picked. I am loving this, you guys. I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest, because I've been a little bit out of the loop when it comes to makeup and like new launches and stuff, but yeah, loving, loving, loving. Super full coverage, matte finish. So if you're someone who likes a matte finish, this is definitely going to be up your street. I personally have slightly drier skin nowadays, just because I use a lot of vitamin A products, getting a little bit older. In my late 20s now, and just my hormones are changing, so my skin isn't as oily as it used to be. But I always love a kind of full coverage foundation that is matte, just because I know it's going to last. And for me, even though I've got slightly drier skin nowadays, I don't really like a dewy foundation just because it's just not going to last really. Yeah, loving this, loving this. I'm not noticing any like oxidization or anything like that. I keep blending this in until I've got a really nice even base. Just being careful around those eyebrows. Okay, what the hell, this foundation, guys, this isn't an ad or anything. I am working with Revolution on like a rolling basis, but this video is not like paid or anything. But this foundation, wow, oh my god, it's so nice. Okay, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter is my favourite like foundation, but this could definitely be like a replacement for when I'm not using that. Like, I would happily wear this on a night out. Yeah, I know I've not worn it like through sweat or dancing or, you know, whatever, but you just know. I feel like you just know when you're gonna love a foundation. So yeah, thumbs up from me on literal first impressions. Next up, we have this Revolution Pro Goddess Glow Cream Contour and Bronze Stick. I think this is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury contour ones. I have the Charlotte Tilbury and I do love it. I do have the wrong shade of it though. I've got medium to deep and like it only really works. I've got a lot of tan on. But I do actually really like the Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm a massive Charlotte Tilbury fan if you didn't already know. So if the Revolution one can be good, I mean the packaging still looks very luxurious in my personal humble opinion, then I could then add this to my makeup bag instead of the like £37 or however much the Charlotte Tilbury one is. So yeah, so it has the same applicator, so I think this is supposed to be a dupe. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on. This is in the shade Light. Hopefully it is the right shade. So it comes out the same. I'm just gonna go ahead and dot a little bit of this onto my forehead. I feel like the shade looks a little bit olivey on first initial impressions. Yeah, kind of looks a bit like baby poo, I'm not gonna lie to you, but we will see. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for now just because I'm not too sure about the shade. And then I'm just gonna take a angled brush and kind of dot this in and blend this into the foundation. The foundation has dried down a lot, by the way. Okay, when you blend it out, it kind of disappears. But it has a green tinge to it, which is very interesting. Okay, when you blend it out, the colour is actually much nicer. It's just initially it did look a little bit green. Okay, I feel like I could have gone with a darker shade in this, but it's still nice. It's blending into the foundation well. I just don't know if I'll reach for it all the time. That is nice. I just kind of feel like it disappeared into nothing. Like I could have gone with a darker shade, but the actual formula itself was quite nice. Then I'm going to go in with the matching concealer. This is the In Real Life concealer. This Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer, waterproof apparently. I got the shades C3 and C5. I think C3 is going to be super pale, but we'll go in with C5 and see how that goes. Okay, I really like the applicator, like this slanted kind of applicator. That's really nice. Okay, I feel like this is a good shade for what I want to do. I'm just gonna go in my like usual places. I put concealer, so chin, forehead. I go down the nose. And then under the eyes, of course. I really like this slanted wand. I'm a big fan. And just if you're new here on this channel, I don't do the sort of 2023 concealer with the like few dots. I still do the old school massive triangle just because I much prefer it. I kind of feel like you're going to blend it around anyway. I'm like still like kind of in shock about that foundation, you know. It's gone on so beautifully. I have liked Revolution's foundations in the past, but there's always been something like not for me about it, but this foundation is like straight away. Love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dab that into the skin. The concealer is going on so nicely as well. I'm so happy with this, especially because I haven't filmed so long. Like the fact that my makeup's going well is like, it's good soup. My base is looking unreal, and the fact that I didn't have to like literally put it on my whole chest because I got the shade match wrong or I picked too dark foundation is amazing. I feel really proud of myself. Right, then just because while we're here, I'm going to take the shade C3 and do my little trick that I like to do with a lighter concealer and just pop a teeny little bit of this right in that inner corner just to brighten it up a little bit. I'm just going to take the tip of my beauty blender to blend this out. Guys, my face looks amazing. Obviously, yes, I have texture, but it's not like enhanced. I am like, wow, I think this is why another reason I need to get back into makeup and stuff is because I love it so much that sometimes I forget that I love it so much. So when I discover a new product, I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. Kind of forget about that excitement, and I think it's just really important to be excited in life, you know? Just pulling up my forehead so it doesn't go in my forehead wrinkles. yeah, wow. Next is a product I'm excited to try, but now I feel like I'm more excited to try because of how well the rest of the face went. This is the Revolution Pro Hydra Bright Cream Blush in the shade Peach. I believe, again, is supposed to be dupe from the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk wand thingies. I don't have those, but I've seen them being used, so I have a feeling that I'll know if this is good or not. This is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and just apply quite a fair amount to my cheeks, just because, why not? It's so satisfying. Just going to go straight onto the cheek, quite high up. I would take a brush, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to use this side of my beauty blender. Okay, that's pretty. I could definitely add a little bit more, be a little bit more generous. It's given a nice sheen to the cheek. I think the sponge is kind of soaking up a lot of the product though. Usually when I do cream blush, I tend to use like a brush. Next up, we don't have like a loose powder to bake or anything, but I've just got the translucent pressed powder. So I'm gonna go in and use this to set my face. I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush. Kind of use that to stamp into the face. I actually really do like a pressed powder. I think I've just got so addicted to my Laura Mercier one that I kind of forget about pressed powders and just use them as more like a touch-up product. But the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder, although definitely, you know, very, very affordable, it used to be my all-time favourite, and I still buy that on occasion, just if I want something cheap in my like going out makeup bag, just in case I lose it, so I'm not too heartbroken. But it's always good to find alternative like face powders, and because this foundation already has so much coverage to it, don't necessarily need to add more. I mean, I could do, but I don't need to, do you know what I mean? Powder's doing nicely. It's not like caking up the makeup or like going like super white or, oh, what's the thing there? Or anything like that. Yep, powder's a nice one. That can definitely go like in my kind of on the go makeup bag for sure. Now on to bronzer. We have the Mega Bronzer in the shade Warm. I have used this bronzer before. Now I like it, but I didn't love it. I felt like you had to be very light-handed with it, so we're going to do that today and hopefully not ruin this base that we're obsessed with. So I'm just going to peel off the tape. I'm just going to go ahead and take this bronzer right here on a big fluffy bronzer brush. I'm trying to be very light-handed, like look how low down I'm holding the brush. Just sweep, kind of, there's a lot of powder that's gone everywhere. It's just a shame when you waste so much product by tapping it off, but we're going to start from the temple and just kind of buff that really lightly down the cheek. It's not gone patchy so far, good. Again, really lightly tap off the excess. Up from the back of the temple, put it down the cheek. Okay, that's quite nice actually. It's not gone like too intense. The forehead, I'm going to be super light with this. Just look down around my nose. Not done any like nose contour today, so that can be it. I'm going to kind of go under the jaw, just to add a little bit of definition. And down the neck. For blush, I'm going to take a blush that I do like. This is Blusher Reloaded in the shade Rhubarb and Custard, also from Revolution. It's kind of just like a nice peachy pink kind of colour. And I'm going to take that on a Sigma F37 brush. It's like a dusting kind of brush. Oh, that's so pretty. I do really like this blush. The bronzer I'm not a massive fan of. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, too pigmented, and like when you go into the product it kind of chalks up, like too much product lifts off basically, so kind of like kick back. But the blush I really like. Bring that life back to the cheeks, especially when we've got such like a heavy smoky eye. I just feel like it looks so pretty with like a really dolly pink cheek. Right, and then have a setting spray to try. This is the Ceramide Boost Fixing Spray. This just sounds really nice, so I'm going to go ahead and use this to set my makeup and kind of give it that nice like makeup to skin locking technique there. Nice and refreshing. I I like the smell of it as well. It's kind of like, sounds weird, but like baby wipes. Like clean kind of smell. I like it. Yeah, I'll definitely be using that. Now going to just take off the foundation off my lips. Okay, I'm now also just going to pop a teeny tiny bit of mascara just to my lower lashes. Not enough that it even has a chance to transfer, but just enough so it kind of balances out the eye a little bit. I feel like I want to go out. I'm not going anywhere, guys. It's a Tuesday evening. For lip liner, I'm taking the Adult Beauty lip liner in the shade Boy Bye. I'm going to colour in like the size of the lip to kind of blend it in a bit. Then I'm actually going to pop on a lip plumper. This is by Plumpit. I'm going to go ahead and pop this on. I really like a lot of lipstick nowadays, but I just found this in my collection. I was like, actually remember I need to try this out. So this is the Plumpit. I'm going to go ahead and pop this on. It's fun. I thought it would be like a brush, but it's got like a plastic kind of slanted. Oh god. Okay, it's all come out now. And popping that onto my lip. I wonder how tingly. Oh, guys, it's working already. Pop that into the centre. Wow. Oh my god, guys, this is tingling so much. I need to do like a little Instagram video of this. And I'm trying to like blend it into that lip liner. Oh my god, my lips are literally burning. Why do I low-key like it? Okay, oh my god, my lips. Fuck. I'm gonna take the lip liner and kind of, oh guys, I have an allergic reaction right now. This is like hurts. Oh my god, I don't know if I can take this. Okay, give me a few minutes. Guys, my lips are literally burning. Am I being really dramatic? No, this hurts. Like, this is not something to just chuck in your handbag and you've got that tingly Too Faced lip injection. This is like, okay, I've tried the Buxom lip like balm thing before that makes your lips tingle, and this feels like literal needles. I mean, I have lip filler, so I don't know how much of a plumping effect it's gonna do, but guys, I mean, if you, I'm like, ow. I'm like, is it calming down or am I getting used to it? I don't know. This is a really strange experience. I just had to like hold like an ice roller to my lips for a second, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of making them plump. I don't recommend this, you guys. I feel really bad because basically I have a box of stuff that I need to eventually get through with for content and things where brands have sent me stuff. It's mostly gifted, and this was gifted, but I feel really bad because it's taken me so long to do a video with it and I don't know if it's worth it. Sorry. I feel really bad. I don't really like talking about products that I don't like as much, but like I won't be using this because this hurts. Like, okay, now I'm in my head, I'm like, do I just try and get used to it? But then I have lip filler anyway. Okay guys, if you like the feeling of your lips like being like literal like tingly, burny, like quite intense situation, then try it, but brace yourself. Okay, I am just going to have a bit of a floof and I'll be right back. This is the finished look. I'll be back in a second to run you through it. Hello. I am back and I'm literally so happy with like the overall look and everything. I've just taken out the pin curls. I feel like it's gone a bit weird on top of my head, but that's not what this video is about. Basically, I just needed to feel myself again and I had loads of makeup to try out. I had glitters to show you. It was a whole situation. This is the finished makeup look. Those pressed glitters are amazing. I am going to a rave this Friday, so I would have been by the time you've seen this video. I think I'm going to try and use this navy blue glitter, I think. Yeah, I think I want to use the navy blue this weekend. I'll post it on my story if I do. But yeah, this is the finished makeup look. Obviously, we know my standout product from all the Revolution base products I tried was the foundation. This is going to be my new go-to for like just kind of everyday non-super special occasion. The only reason I say that is because I just quickly went into my bedroom where I have those big white kind of beauty lights just to take out my pin curls, and I did notice it's not It's the perfect shade match for right now, but in terms of when I am like actually fake tanned for an event or something, it's not exactly the right shade. But if I was to get this in a darker shade, then I would definitely wear this for like special occasions, because I can't get over how nice this foundation is and how well it's sitting on my skin. Considering I have a slightly drier skin type nowadays, this is just unreal. I'm obsessed with this foundation. But yeah, this is the finished makeup look, you guys. Big like bombshell look. I'm gonna name this video that. Feeling like I'm trying to feel like a bombshell again, or something a bit catchier than that, a bit, you know, a bit more SEO applicable. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, this is the finished look. I'm gonna stop flirting with myself on camera. I just think it's really important to like feel yourself and like have a good time with your makeup and everything like that. I'm a little bit rambly, but I'm just really excited to get creative again. I know I sound like a broken record in these videos lately, but I feel like a strong sense of motivation coming. Maybe it's the new astrological year. I feel like for me, when Aries season starts, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like for me that feels like new year. I don't find January to be new year. I find January and like the beginnings half of the year usually really difficult in terms of like motivation and my mental health, whereas like as soon as it starts to spring, I really just come out of my shell. So yeah, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm sure it was very all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It means the absolute world. I'm going to try and hit 10k this year. That would be amazing. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know kind of what videos you want to see from me. I'm up for it all, whether it's makeup, fashion, that kind of thing. Go ahead and follow me on my social media pages. I'm very active on TikTok and Instagram. My handle is Siobhan Makeup. It's just like my YouTube, and I shall see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.